You open n8n because you want to build something real. You connect few nodes, save the workflow, and weeks later, it's still not making you any money. In this video, I will cover 5 of the main problems that every beginner in AI automation with n8n faces. Problem 1. Consumption doesn't equal to progress. You think watching automation content means you're moving. You keep learning, but nothing becomes real. You watch someone build an insane n8n workflow. It connects 5 tools, it handles edge cases. It looks like something that clients would pay for. You save the video, you download the workflow, and then you tell yourself, I will study it later. The solution of this problem is that one video equals to one build. Not the whole workflow, but one small piece that runs. Example, if the video shows a full system, rebuild only the trigger and one action, for example, or rebuild any API call and return the response, or rebuild only the final output step, make it run, then stop. If you can't describe what it does in one sentence, it doesn't count. So you have to understand what this whole workflow does and what each part of this workflow does when you build it step by step, and then you have to be able to explain it in one sentence. This will be a productive consumption of a video instead of just watching it, saving it, downloading the workflow template and not knowing what to do with it. Problem 2 is you keep waiting for the moments that it feels clear. You treat clarity like a requirement instead of a result. For example, you say, when I understand n8n better, I will start freelancing. When I know the perfect stack, I will build something stable or sellable. When I have more time, I will take it seriously. So you keep preparing more tutorials, more notes, more learning, more saved videos. And the weeks ends the same way. Nothing you can sell, nothing you can show. And the solution of this is stop waiting for confidence. You have to build it, built inside a timer. A short repetition that ends before it feels comfortable. For example, set 15 minutes, only 15 minutes. Build one tiny automation that does one thing. Webhook to Google Sheet, form submission to Notion task. New email, forward it to yourself with a summary. When the timer ends, stop after 15 minutes. Even if it's ugly, doesn't matter. You're not proving you're good. You're proving that you can move and you can build. And this way you're gonna learn much more instead of waiting to feel ready, because you're never gonna feel ready. The third problem that I see is the template addiction. Templates make you feel advanced, but they block your judgment. They run until reality changes, and after that you don't know what to do to fix them. For example, you import a template, it looks clean, then one detail changes. A different input, a different API, an error, a different client requirement, and the workflow breaks. You don't know what to touch first because you didn't build it and you haven't studied it. Because the template made the decisions for you. The solution of this is build the first version without template. Then use a template as comparison or not as a starting point. Or if you're using a template for a starting point, study it really good and test every part of this template and understand what it does. Then you can change, you can tweak, and you can sell it. For example, pick one common paid outcome. Take the incoming leads and log them cleanly. Build a rough version from a blank canvas, if you can. Trigger, clean data, store it somewhere, make it barely work. Then open the template and compare decisions. Where does it validate data? Where does it handle errors? How it does it? So you can copy and paste these parts from the template to your workflow. And now you know the logic and what parts from this template you're gonna take in order to build your version of this automation. You can check what does it do when the field is missing. If you can't explain why each step in the automation exists, you can't sell it. So the next problem is to being busy doesn't equal to be productive. I'm researching how we say a lot of times. You confuse activity with progress. You stay busy so you feel safe. but nothing gets shipped and no one pays you for that. For example, you spend hours debating if it's Zapier, if it's n8n better or make.com better, which AI model, which database, which agent framework. You watch top tools videos to choose the best one. You open 20 tabs and at the end of the day, you know more names and that's it. But you still don't have one automation that creates an outcome for a real person. And this is the important, this is the thing that you can sell. And the solution is stop optimizing the stack. Choose one boring workflow and ship it. Your stack doesn't pay you, outcomes pay you. For example, pick one real life task that you already do. Save attachments, log expenses, summary messages, track leads. Build the simplest version in n8n. Trigger, action, and result. Then write one sentence. This saves X minutes because it does Y automatically. And that's it. If you can't say the outcome, you build a toy. If you can say it, you build something sellable. Because this is the result of this automation. And people want the result of the automation, not some tool names, notes, and etc. And the last problem that beginners are facing mostly is fear of looking stupid. No proof, no feedback, nothing. The problem here is that you keep your work private. You don't share it, so you never get feedback. So nothing improves, so you stay stuck in your own head. For example, you build small things, but you don't show them. No demo, no case study, no video, no here is what it does. You keep polishing, you keep restarting. Months pass and you still have nothing you can point when someone asks, so what do you actually do? The solution of this is publish proof before perfection. Show one small automation working. Publish it. Let the reality respond. Let people comment or give you feedback. Then improve it. For example, build one tiny automation that produces an obvious outcome. Record a 30-second screen capture. When triggers it, what happens, what result it creates. Post it with one line. Build this in n8n. It does X and saves Y, for example, because it does this automatically. What would you want this to do next? Feedback is the fastest shortcut to paid work. If nobody sees it, nothing changes. But if someone sees it and gives feedback, one, you're going to improve your workflow. Second, you're going to be seen from someone that potentially can give you some work that you can do automation for them, even for free to get testimonial or case study, or you can get paid from that. And you're going to be able to get free feedback from people. And these 5 problems are the most faced around beginners from my experience this year with teaching AI automation. And remember, nothing changes from watching this again. Join the community or don't. That's not the point. The point is close the video, choose one task that you repeat, open n8n, and automate it today. If you want feedback, structure, and people that doing the same work, the community is there. If not, prove to yourself you don't need a permission. Build one thing that works, and that's it. Merry Christmas. Link is in the description. Thank you.